Hey everybody, Febrienne here. The DLC for Storybook Vale comes out tomorrow and I am so excited. I will definitely be getting it and I will be playing, but they released patch notes. I was realizing last year they did not release any patch notes for the DLC. They only released patch notes for the free content update with Jack. So this is nice that we get some patch notes for everything coming tomorrow. So let's go ahead and go over it. This week we turned the page to a new chapter for Storybook Vale for the new paid expansion to introduce Storybook Vale. Travel to a new world and capture treasure tales and unveil beloved Disney and Pixar stories with a new royal tool and collect all new rewards to further express your creativity and style. Yay! Okay, and then they're going to be having some bug fixes as well that will lead to the So Delightful update in December. So that'll be really cool. And then they said we're going to get some more context on that in the coming week. Now, this is really cool. And then they kind of go over some of the things. Of course, a new land to explore, comprised of 3 new stunning and expansive biomes: the Bind, Ever After, and Mythopia. I think this is really cool. I'm interested to see what the map looks like. That's the one thing they haven't shown us this time that they did show us last time. Last time they let us see the map ahead of time and they zoomed out on it. This time we haven't got anything. So we're totally in the dark on how big each biome will be and on how many sections each biome will have. So like last time, for example, in Eternity Isle, one biome had like 2 to maybe 3 expansions within its own biome. So I'm curious if they're going to do that again. A new quest line, meet the lore keeper and puzzle through the motivations of 2 competing rulers in this epic new tale, filled with new friends and new quests. I'm interested to see what kind of personality the lore keeper will have. Maybe he'll be a little bit snooty. We don't know. It could be kind of fun. 3 new characters as you adventure through the Vale and join forces with Merida, Flynn Rider, and Hades. Now, I have watched all of their movies now, Tangled being one of my favorites, so I'm definitely excited to see all the new friendship rewards and everything that we're gonna get with that. Now, interesting here, I have read this beforehand. With the new royal tool, harness the power of the royal net to capture the snippets, living embodiments of the lore keeper's scattered pages, and piece together the story of the Vale. Show off this tool with a new photo mode pose as well. Now, a couple things that I break down from that, they don't talk about a hangout bonus that you can get, which I hope does prove to be the case, because with every tool we have gotten ability for our villagers to have. So I'm hopeful to the fact that maybe we will be able to still have that. They don't bring it up though, which I think is odd, but I'm hopeful. And with the photo mode pose, that's going to be really cool. But also, are we going to get a new skin for it? For all of our existing tool set skins? They don't mention that, so I'm curious about that. um, sorry. And new animal companions. So they don't mention it here, but those who might be a little out of the loop, I figure none of us are, but we're going to be getting dragons, owls, and little mini Pegasus, which are going to be so cute. Now, this part, all of this, I find interesting. Browse a new batch of rewards and Scrooges available just for owners of this expansion pass. Now, they talk about that a little more, so I want to look into it. But real quick, they also say here, Scrooge McDuck's store and Chez Remy's receive a new update look, so like they'll blend into the biome more, which I think will be really nice. And then a whole bunch of new decorations, clothing, collectibles, in terms of crafting and cooking recipes. Now, this is where I get kind of, this is the new stuff that's available to all players that I find interesting, and I'm curious how this is going to work. Each instance of Scrooge McDuck's store, the Valley, Eternity Isle, and Storybook Vale will now offer a separate rotations of goods to check in on each day. Please note the item rotations offered in the Valley and Eternity Isle draw from the same base game item pool you know and love. So basically, from what it sounds like, Storybook Vale is going to get exclusive items, all of their own, to those who own Storybook Vale. But if you own the base game and Eternity Isle, you have everything else in your normal Scrooges. So I'm definitely excited to see and try to remind myself to have to check all three of my Scrooges now, because that's going to be different. Which I think is also maybe an attempt to try to get rid of the refreshes that people do. I know they've been trying to limit that by the fact that I've also seen the auto save time has been shrunk down, which was a big trick people would do to refresh their Scrooges. So I'm curious how this is all gonna work. But I'm so excited. Maybe we'll, hey, it's a chance to get more items. So I'm not mad at that. And I'm excited. And then the last one, the new photo mode pose. Show off your glider of choice with a new photo mode pose. I can't wait. I know everyone's going to be posing with wings. All the wings are going to be shown off in poses. But I'm also excited to see what the random ones will do, like the Frozone glider that I feel like a lot of people are going to be upset that they didn't get now. I know some people are going to be like, "Ah, why didn't I buy that Frozone glider?" Because now we're going to be able to use it in photos and it's going to look really cool, especially for the winter items we got coming out if they show the snow path that comes under it. Then they have a whole bunch of bug fixes, which are really cool for people. I personally haven't seen any of as far as I know, I haven't seen everything. Um, a lot of these are for people who play on like Valley. Um, Fixed an issue in which incorrect amount of night thorns would spawn. Fishing ripples would not spawn in the sunlit plateau. That's interesting. I hadn't seen that one. PlayStation bugs. This one I have had happen. Fixed an issue in which some items would not show up in the collection, so that'll be nice. And then they have a bunch of um like quest related ones. So that'll be nice. Fixed an issue in which players would be guided to Chez Remy when selecting a villager dining in Tiana's palace. Oh, that's interesting. That's a weird bug. Um, Fixed an issue in which villager speech bubbles. Yes, fixed an issue which the villager speech bubbles would occasionally move around the screen when moving the camera. Yay. Maybe that'll help with dream snaps. That'll be so nice. Um okay. Fixed an issue in which players would spawn outside of the game world after leaving a scramble coin match. Okay. Fixed an issue in which place segments of wrought iron fence would not follow a consistent pattern. Um, okay. Fixed an issue. I hadn't actually read through all of these. Fixed an issue which the selection highlight in the premium shop would disappear. Fixed an issue in which the camera would be moved out of bounds when placing paths. Yay! I'm happy about this one. Fixed an issue in which certain motifs would display a visual glitch when placed. That'll be nice. Mm. Fixed an issue when exiting Jafar's palace would return the player to the entrance they initially entered from rather than the correct exit location. Interesting. Adjusted the display in Scrooge McStuck's store to allow taller items to appear. Yay! So maybe we'll finally be able to get the Wally billboard in rotation. I'm so jealous of my sister. She got that and she didn't even know. So you never know. Fixed an issue in which turning the avatar while using the tap to sprint option would cause them to stop sprinting. I wasn't aware of that one. Um, stopping clipping, additional bug fixes. Okay, so everything seems standard. I'm so excited for tomorrow. This will definitely be all I'm talking about for a while. I am off the next 3 days. I will be live streaming. I will be trying to make videos for you guys. Let me know what kind of videos you'd want to see from me in the comments below. This has been an amazing game so far, and I can't wait to see what else they add to it. Let me know what you guys are most excited for in the comments below. And as always, have a good one.